Part 4, Chapter 3, The World Takes Notice. Hogwarts had returned to its familiar rhythm. The Great Hall rang once more with laughter and clinking cutlery. Staircases moved as they always had, portraits whispered their daily gossip, and classes resumed as though the recent events were nothing more than a troubling dream. Yet the magic of Hogwarts remembered. Deep within the castle's foundations, wards older than the school itself had shifted. They were not brokenly changed. Ancient protections laid down by the founders had adapted, quietly rewriting themselves in response to what had been awakened beneath the castle. And magic, when it changes, does not go unnoticed. Signs beyond Hogwarts. Across the wizarding world, subtle disturbances began to surface. In Knockturn Alley, a sealed artifact pulsed with faint warmth before going cold again. In a remote Romanian sanctuary, dragons grew restless without cause. At the Department of Mysteries, instruments that had been silent since the Second Wizarding War began to hum. None of these events pointed directly to Hogwarts, but together they formed a pattern. A familiar one. The Ministry's unease. At the Ministry of Magic, files marked confidential quietly changed hands. Kingsley Shacklebolt stood by the tall windows of his office, reading the same report for the third time. The words were careful, measured, yet the implication beneath them was clear. Reactive ancient magic, he said slowly. Not dark, Hermione Granger replied, seated across from him, parchment spread neatly before her. But not passive either. She tapped one line with her wand. Every surge traces back to Hogwarts' ley lines. Whatever changed, there didn't weaken the castslate, made it relevant again. Kingsley frowned. Relevant things attract attention. Hermione nodded, and not all of it friendly. Unseen observers. Not all who sensed the shift were part of the Ministry. In old libraries, forbidden sections were reopened. In private collections, family heirlooms were re-examined. And among those who studied ancient magical law, one truth resurfaced. Hogwarts had never stood alone. Long before modern wizarding society, it had been bound into agreements, unspoken understandings, with forces that preferred distance to confrontation. Those understandings relied on balance. Balance now subtly altered. Back within the castle, at Hogwarts itself, no alarms were raised. Students felt only small things, a momentary chill in a corridor, a strange warmth near certain staircases, a sense that the castle was listening. Professor McGonagall noticed it most clearly. Standing alone in her office late one evening, she placed her hand briefly against the stone wall. "Whatever you are now," she murmured, "you are still Hogwarts." The castle did not answer, but the magic beneath her palm was steady, watchful, protective. And far beyond the grounds, the wizarding world slowly began to realize that Hogwarts had not merely survived its latest trial. It had changed.